Welcome back to NASCAR Heat 5. Folks, today we have got the Pocono Organics 150 brought to you by Farm Aid. 60 laps truck series. We are in the playoffs, just 4 races away from the playoffs. We have upped it a few races ago to legend difficulty. Had a great battle in our last truck race. And now we look to continue running well. Especially with our playoffs coming up, we absolutely want to make sure that we go in there riding high and with the biggest advantage we can have so we can get the championship and kind of just get out of the truck series. And that really only matters to me because of the issues with the rival system. Having said that, though, I want to do a quick, not season standings, but playoff picture here. And as you can see, what we have currently in the playoffs, myself, and I only care about the custom drivers, but I'm pretty sure, David Schildhouse, Bryce Egan are in it as your top 10 drivers. Max Cost and Matt Kenseth both look like they have potential to get in it. And then we see Casey Kane, Gary Norton, 2 that could get wins and be in. But the reality is that anybody could get a win and be in the playoffs, so we'll have to keep our eye on that, especially with all of the driver upgrades that recently happened. I'm going to go ahead and set up the truck real quick, and then we'll go ahead and talk about what we've done. All right, trucks are looking good. We've got our Speedway truck set up. It's truck number 2, maxed out across the board. Really good for this long track. We'll be ready for Kentucky with our other Speedway truck. And we are well underway to ensure that our 3rd truck, which is our short track truck, is completely upgraded for the Eldora race. That is in 2 races from now. We need to focus on the current race, $157,000 in the bank. This race would yield us a $35,000 purse, so it's important that we're able to walk away with that kind of money. And also, if we get another top 5, we ensure that we'll get an extra $29,000 after the next race for having achieved our incentive contract. Anyway, folks, I'm going to get out there. Again, I believe we DNF'd in the last time I ran this race. So I'm going to go ahead and put together a bit of testing here and see if we can, put together something competitive is what I'm really looking for. So we'll be back with you. Well, for you, it'll be just a couple seconds, but for me, it's going to be a while right before qualifying. If I'm not mistaken, Pocono is a bit broken here. Goal time 54.2, and we got nothing better than a 56.1, and I felt like we were driving pretty well. So, but if I recall correctly, Pocono's interesting. We're going to go ahead and qualify, see what happens there. But my expectations, 53.909 is the pole position. So my expectations here is that we're going to qualify mid-pack, but we're not going to get anywhere near the goal time, which is going to be something like 54-something for 5th place. All right, here we go down the long front stretch. Onto our qualifying lap. Not really sure what to expect here, but about to find out. Whoa, yeah, brakes feel weird. They immediately pulled, but hoping that downshifting will help me get the torque off that I need as well, which I hadn't downshifted at all during practice. I don't understand. Yeah, brakes pulled hard to the right as soon as I touched them, and I barely touched them, so that's a bit concerning. But I'm trying to, well, this went poorly as well. So I downshifted again just to gather up some more of that speed. Or torque, not speed. Well, yeah, kind of both the same. Oh, I slowed way too far down there. Yeah, this is going to be a terrible, terrible lap. I don't know what to say about it. We're already, probably be a 57 something at this point.
All right,
yep, that was bad. That was bad. Bad. All right. I'm going to do nothing because there's no happy hour. Top 5, Gary Norton, Matt Malone, Matt Kenseth, Stuart Friesen, Grant Enfinger. Custom drivers, 6th place Egan, 8th place Cost, 9th place Schildhouse, 11th place Kane, 12th place Chavez, 14th place Graham, 16th place Bethel, 17th place, Oliveira. 21st place, Perez. 22nd, Jones. 24th, Savoy. 28th, Smith. 30th, Norick. 31st, Stout. And 32nd, Carpenter. 60 laps seems like not a lot, but it's a big track. Gary Norton, your pole winner. Mike Harmon to the back with him as he fails pre-race inspection. Taylor Carpenter was already in the back and he failed pre-race inspection as well, so they're going to stay behind us. We were qualified in front of us. No extra positions for us here.
Smart out there. Going green. Almost ready. Green, green, green.
Here we go. I hope we get to run this in the Xfinity simply because it's going to be a lot more fun not getting run over by everyone. Over to here. So they drive it in a little farther. I tapped the brakes and it didn't negatively impact me, so that was good. Up to 22nd place. Get a run off of Perez's draft. Get up behind Boyd. We'll hang out with Boyd here a little bit. As we roll up into... Yeah, this is... Ooh. Perez hit us and he... Well, that'll bring out a caution. Perez hit us, but it didn't even... I mean, we barely felt it, so that was weird. Up to 21st. You know, the thing is, we still have a number of the custom trucks sitting up in that top of the field now with all the adjustments, so I'm not really sure how this is going to work out. We get a good jump off the line. Funny enough, at most of the games that I've played that are NASCAR games, your restarts, you end up being really slow and run over by everyone. For us, we'll come into this in a pretty decent spot because we've got Bethel. She's driving down on us a little bit. Whoa, big hit by Bethel, that last piece. That was not good, and that'll bring out a caution again. Awesome. Oh, all right. May not have a lot of, let's just let some things happen here. Perez, a lot of damage on the front of his car. I was going to say may not have a, oh, wow. Who was that behind us? Was that Norick? Yeah. It's got a lot of damage, too. Anyway, we may not have a lot of speed-ups in this race simply because we're dealing with all the drivers that hate us, causing a lot of havoc for us here. We get hit by Jason White. He's a rival as well. That's on us. I got to figure out turn 2. I was slow in practice through turn 2 as well. Best thing I can do is get up behind somebody and follow them through, I would guess. But I'm just not, I mean, I just come off the gas. Tagged the wall a little bit there, but didn't seem like they drove away that much on me from doing that, so I don't really know what to say. We got a nice run through here, maybe? Nope. Such a flat track. We're all right, but especially since we're in the draft, we'll get sucked up. I don't really know. I don't know what's going to happen in this race. We got 2 drivers that don't hate us in front of us, maybe 3. Yeah, Anderson isn't one of them to worry about. Fix the brake problem. That's nice. Oh, of course, I didn't get on the brakes nearly enough there. That is a problem. Try to get back inside of Oliveira. I don't know what to do here with all this. Not all of it, just turn 2. I really just struggled through turn 2. Keep it down and see we're getting passed by both drivers inside and outside. So we really lose it through turn 2. It's obviously something I'm doing wrong.
Careful, still there.
Just don't have any turn, it feels like. We just don't, I don't know. That's what it feels like to me. Maybe I'm trying to drive into it too fast, and I should go through it slower and then, I don't know. Drive out faster. Well, that was pretty good because I downshifted midway through the turn and we got the torque out. That's going to give us a big run off. That's a big deal. And I use that to my advantage. We're going to have a big gap between us and Bethel up here, it looks like. That didn't work. That didn't work at all. I got way too excited and not really confident, overexcited about trying to get around Gustine. That was very poorly handled by me. This one is better though. Nope. See, I'm gassing it up too early, which means I need to be coming in a little wider, getting a wider arc so that when I do hit the apex of the turn, I can accelerate off and get a clean acceleration off. Like that. Once we got... That was on me. Catch it. Nope. Nope. Catch it. We're going to get run into. Oh my goodness, we did. It's all right. We got stages here, folks. Don't touch the apron on this track, apparently. We're back with it. Wow. Woo, folks. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. All right. Spin it around, burn up the tires a little bit, but we're back with it. Yeah, see, my turn in is too shallow, I think, here. Best thing I could do is make a wider arc going through 3. All right.
5 to go, this time by.
Stages are 15 laps and 30 laps, I think. Yep, that was right. We arced it way later, and it ended up working out really well for us, as we'll take 2 spots right off turn number 1. Again, everyone's going to be stacked back up. We're not going to get past. Track is way too big to get lapped here, especially with the amount of stuff we've had happen. Looks like a little bit of damage on Parker Smith as well. Still got to figure out turn 2. Still got to figure out turn 2 for sure. And 3, if I'm being completely honest with you. But I think, well, 3 is such a sweeping turn that actually I think I should drive it in farther before I come off the gas. We get such a nice run through the draft down the straightaway, but then I got to definitely keep it down on the speed and get on it. That worked. That part worked, so we're good there. That's nice. What are we at with... Whoops, wrong button. Yeah, no real tire wear. I could have done a lot better there. See, this is where I need to, like... Here, and then just gas through. I don't know. I think I could have gotten it on it earlier. Because you have the lines, maybe I have to see if I can turn off those lines. I do not like the lines that are in the practice. They mess me up. So I would like to not be dealing with that. That was actually pretty good. We got right up on Boyd, and now we're going to downshift and have really good torque out. There we go.
Careful, still there.
We're above where we qualified, even after doing a 720, was it?
Plenty of racing left.
But, yeah, we'll get back. We'll suck back up to everyone here. We'll pit. We'll get back up to everyone, and no one else is pitting, but we're so far back. Why not take advantage of what we can? We'll get on fresh everything, and as I'm learning the track, it's going to benefit us a lot more. Carpenter pit. Kenseth is out of the race?
Be ready.
Kenseth was leading the race. Is he actually out of it?
Slow clear.
No way. I'm looking at... Yep, there he is on pit road. Wow. Matt Kenseth was leading the race, and he is out. Now it's Johnny Sauter up in the lead. We're going to get pushed by Stout, and I can't touch the apron, because if I do, I'm in big trouble. Thank goodness we got around that. Apron on this track, unlike the other tracks we've been on, is absolute death. We've experienced that in other video games before, so it's no big deal.
Still there. Hold your line, go.
Trying to hold it. Sorry, Boyd. Minor contact, no big deal. He's fine.
Clear down
He's
low.
behind us. Is that Rayum? Yeah, it was Rayum. That's why we didn't get absolutely destroyed. We're figuring it out a little bit.
Careful, still there.
Trying to grab Jennifer Jo Cobb's draft to pull us up.
All clear.
Get around her and then deep brake into the turn.
Keep it steady, driver.
Ooh, we
Pretty
downshifted early there. A little too early, but we're all right. We fixed it.
wide. All right, clear outside.
She gets the run off there, but we're going to grab the draft of Bethel.
You got room, you're clear there.
But here I'm not going to make that same move. Simply because with Bethel, she could have gone down and put us into the apron. We'll try to pass him on the straight. I think that might be the way to go overall. Just get up as far as we can. Well, I messed up because I was in third gear, but get up as far as we can.
Great job, driver. That's a fast lap right
People
there.
like
All right.
Friesen are good because he's not going to do the bad stuff to us. There we go, inside of
All
Friesen.
right, you're clear.
Gustine back in front of us. We got Bryce Egan there. He's safe. See, I just had to practice while racing. Sometimes that's what you got to do. I'm alright being around these two. I'm not worried about getting run over. As Gustine kind of comes up, that'd be funny if he... Shit. I messed that up. I barely know how to drive the turns without on the inside like I'm doing, so that time we were wide and I really needed to slow it down. The banking, not having banking really screws you there. 12 to go in stage 2. I feel like we're getting a lot better. That's a big deal, of course. We're also on fresh tires, and everybody else did not. Nobody else picked because they get 30 to the, or more than 30. I just thought, you know what? Why not? Ooh, that was scary because I actually thought that was turn 3. I was not paying attention. Of course, turn 3 being the widest one. Come on. Nope. Come on. We're all right, but we did lose what little draft we could have gotten. Maybe not. Maybe not. We're pulling up on Dean. We got more speed in the engine, I guess, and now we got his draft. That's awesome.
Careful, still
Yeah,
there.
that's me going shallow into the turn while not trying to lose too much speed. That was the problem there. That's all right. Again, things I'll learn. Question is, will I retain them for the next time I'm on this track? I don't know.
Still there.
Best thing I could have done there was what I did. I'm still not good at turn 2, which is weird. It's not even that. It's like it's a mix between turn 1 and 3, though. So that's why it's such a... Of course, I messed that up too really bad. So everywhere we gained on them on this front stretch, I just lost.
10 laps to go.
All right. Well, we should get a speed up. Set to go seems fine. Let's go ahead and speed things up. We'll be back on the mic at the end of stage number 2. Hopefully you will have seen us kind of focus up and do a lot better driving.
Caution.
Yeah, Liza was riding us that whole time down the straightaway, and as we came into the corner and she turned off, she lost control of her stuff, and that's how that went. Also, when we slowed down a lot going through 2, Gustine blasted us in the rear end. really hard and send us up into the wall. So that's what happened in the very short period of time that I was driving. We're going to go ahead and keep it out. Obviously, we'll be continuing to speed things up until the stage 2 is completed. We'll do it at the line.
Coming to the green, driver. Ready. Green's out now.
Wow, it's just a rough race here for us so far, but that's why they call it the tricky triangle. It's not easy here. At least for me, it's not. Anyway, back to the speed up.
Driving that stage, driver.
Well, that's awesome. Anyway, we're going to have a horrible... This is not going to be our top 5 race. It's all right, but it's been rough. Been real rough. We're getting beat up by the rivals on this one worse than others because of the way it is. Picked up 2 spots on pit road, even fixing our damage. So great job by the pit crew.
Ready. Got a carload now.
What the hell?
Outside.
Oh, man. Unbelievable. Well, at least we didn't blow the engine. I had accidentally clicked off the screen.
All right, clear outside.
And so it wasn't recognizing my input. Unbelievably great. All right.
Still there inside. You're clear all around there.
All right. Try to figure out turn 2. Let's try to figure out turn number 2. Well, that wasn't terrible. We stayed with them at least. We just... Guess we gotta figure out turn 2 and 3, really. I guess I feel like we have turn 1 down. Pretty all right. I mean, who knows? We figure it out. Maybe we're actually in a pretty good spot. Who knows? You know what I mean? We got turn 1 down pretty okay. Problem is, we got so many trucks to get around, and so many of them just loathe us. So that's where the problem comes in.
Car outside, hold your line.
Well, we didn't lose a lot there, so that's good. Doing better with in the traffic, I guess. I don't really know what to say here. Try to do that so we have more torque because I messed it up. We're riding high. Don't want to... Yeah, I never contacted Gus Dean. He had enough room to go up the track. I mean, we obviously rode him up the track, but we weren't actually hitting him. Excuse me.
Still there? All clear.
Oh, that was terrible. Come on, man.
Got one peeking inside.
All right, we're all right. Nope, we're not.
Hold your line. Got one inside.
All right, here we go again from the back. I guess I should have practiced a lot more.
Almost ready.
A lot more. It's not over. We can salvage something out of this. There's plenty of laps left in this race. Got 22 left in the race. That's more than a full stage that we've driven. And we're fast. Problem is now I got to worry. I'm going to go into turn number 1, and I got to deal with Stout running us down the track. Jason White, he might try to... Well, Stout just sucked to the inside and is trying to wreck us.
You're all clear on the bottom there.
Jeez, Pete.
Careful, still there.
If nobody was trying to murder us, we'd be in a lot better position than we are, that's for sure. Problem is, so many people are trying to murder us right now.
Still there. Hold your line, got one inside.
I had a little contact with Rayum, trying not to lose speed because Perez was there. I didn't want to get run over by Perez.
Still there?
Just trying here to... There we go. That actually worked out really well. How did that happen? I don't know.
Still there.
Just running with the traffic.
All clear.
Back up into 18th. Big run here.
Careful, still there.
Big run here to keep us going. Jennifer Jo Cobb, not a rival, so that's a big deal.
Careful, still there. You're all clear up top.
Wow, we're just getting... Well, there goes Bethel. Did she get it together? I think she did. I don't know if Precaution's coming out for that. Doesn't look like it. I got a downshift here just to keep us on the line. With all these other trucks here, we gotta... Oh, split them and close my eyes. Wow. Okay.
You got room. You're clear.
Oh, no. Not intentional. No, no, no. Oh, son of a crapper. Sorry about it, Egan. Sorry, Egan. He's right behind us. Like, literally directly behind us. He's fine.
All right, be smart out there. Going green.
I can't believe for the first time ever I was carrying more speed than someone through a turn. And, like, was on point with the turn. It wasn't like I was wildly out of control or anything. So that was weird.
Top's free. Use it if you need it. Car high. Careful there. Clear all around.
There we go. I got Chavez riding us around through the corner. Oh, I really needed to not miss shift there. Because I don't need him catching my fender as we go into the next turns. There it is. No control because we're getting ridden. There he goes. He just wasted himself. That'll bring out the caution. Well, good news is Chavez is now back in 15th and we don't have to worry about him. Malone, Dean, Crafton, and Finger, none of them are rivals, so we got 4 cars in front of us that we can get up around. Norton is a rival. So is Jeremiah Graham. We're all of a sudden up in 7th place, so that's happening.
Careful, still there. Careful, still there.
Just don't hit us, Norton. Just leave us alone.
Careful.
I will gladly just get in line here. As we get hit by Norton, that's going to send us up the track. We can't do anything about that. Norton ran right into our back end. Shoved us right through the corner up into the wall.
Still there.
All right. Got damage on that front right, but top 10 right now. 13 to go. Messy race, folks, but maybe some of you like it. I have no idea.
All clear. Got a car coming inside now.
Yeah, he's definitely going to get that. Good shot inside.
Still there?
We are in the draft of Enfinger. Problem is that I don't want to be in the outside of somebody going through 1 and 2 because I really need to turn that truck down, and we just look at all we lost because we couldn't turn it down because there was a truck there. And of course we got Casey Kane behind us. His goal would be to murder us, but he actually put himself sideways. And is that going to bring out a caution? Oh, I was watching to see if that was going to spin him out, and I missed my turn the rest of the way. Here comes Chavez. He's going to just smash into our back end as well. I have a feeling that any friends we had were about to lose. Back to 12th. Chavez is absolutely smoked. How is he even in 12th and competing? This is a huge, long track. Aero does not affect them nearly as much as it affects us, apparently. That's stupid. It should really affect them.
Clear high, clear high.
Get hit and just
Got a car coming inside now.
downshift. He hurt himself doing that, actually. Of course, we ran into Gustine again, which is only going to further enhance our relationship. That wasn't bad. With them spread out a little bit, maybe I can start making moves again. Turn 2's been my Achilles heel this whole time, though, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to do here.
Stay on the bottom.
Apparently have my best turn 2 ever. I just decided to turn it down as far right at the apron without worrying, and it worked. So that's weird. Okay. Well, that was like the best turn 2 and turn 3 I've had. If we run here in Xfinity, that's going to be good. Like, I don't know if we run the next race here with the Xfinity car. We'll do poorly, not based on our inability to drive. It'll be actually based on the fact that we have equipment that's not good. But just to be able to get more practice here is a big deal. Hold it. Hey. Okay, so it is. I've been trying not to drive it down to the yellow line because I've been so worried about getting there too soon and stuff, but it turns out that, well, that didn't work because this is a much wider turn, but turn 2, you just point it at the apron, and by the time you get to it, the truck starts to go up the hill, and you can get on the gas, and it seems to be okay. Because that's where we were losing time, and we didn't lose anything there. See if I could stay in Crafton's draft here. Not a top 5, but it looks like we might have the ability to maintain in the top 10, which is pretty awesome. I messed that one up. Not that bad, though. Look at us. I did mess it up. I turned in late, so we didn't quite get down far enough, but we are literally making a pass, or trying to. It's not probably going to work out for us, but we're making a pass coming out of 2, which is impressive for us. Maybe I should have practiced 60 laps before I raced the 60-lap race.
Careful, still there.
Oh, he handles that turn way differently than us. That apron is not safe. I don't know how we just lived through that, if I'm being completely honest. That was crazy. Oh, you still have to come off the gas here. Oh, wow, I just missed up both corners. And look at how far away he is now and how close Gustine is to us. Gustine would kick us out of the top 10. Got to pay attention. Got to focus up here, folks. Seven to go in the race, and we're going to be quiet for about 4 laps.
Yellow's out, back her down.
Oh, this should be interesting. This should be very interesting. We're sitting here in 9th place, but everyone's stacked up. We could potentially get a top 5. We've got an overtime here, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Just kidding. But we're going to get a run here because we have better gear ratios. Question is, what can we do when we get up to a certain point? You know, we're in the top 5 right now. Can we hang on? And what we learned this whole race, can we actually compete with these cars, trucks, and put ourselves in a position to get that top 5? The only way that was going to happen was what's happening right now. That is a big deal. What we learned in turn 2. Look at us not getting just wasted.
Stay high up here. Inside.
This is scary, though. Max Cott's going to ride us right up to the wall. He bumped us. That's going to be into the wall.
Inside.
No, 6th place is driving away. We need to finish 6th or 5th. Come on, come on, come on. We got this. We got this. Jerry Norton going to hit us. He keeps it straight. We're on the gas. We're losing a lot of speed here. There goes Norton again. He's sideways. Is that going to end the race? No. Caution does not. Yep, caution comes out. We get 5th. We got 5th place. There it was, folks. Holy crap. Everyone finished a lap down. I don't know how that works. But anyway, Johnny Sauter with the victory. Schildhaus 2nd, Hill 3rd, Cost 4th, and we got the 5th place finish. Took all race long and figured out what we needed to do through turns 2 and turns 3. We were able to hang with them, and if it weren't for the dang rival system, we would have finished off that race in exciting fashion, but rivals caused a bunch of cautions in this race, either spinning us. One time we self-spun, but other than that, rivals spun us, rivals spun themselves. A lot of damage, a lot of bumping, a lot of getting ran into the back of and running into other trucks. I don't know how that's going to turn out at the end of the race, but we're going to find out. There was the Kenseth crash right in front of you on the screen. Anyway, other custom drivers of note. Michael Chavez finishes 9th. Mac Malone 10th, Casey Kane 11th, Bryce Egan 12th, Gary Norton 14th, Eliza Bethel 15th, Bernardo De Oliveira 17th, John Perez 19th, Lance Norick 23rd, Parker Smith 24th, Speedy Jones 25th, Bradshaw Stout 27th, Taylor Carpenter, he finished 30th. Jeremiah Graham not finishing the race. One of the late cautions to come out. He finished 5 laps down. Matt Kenseth, an early out, just 11 laps into the race. He did not finish. Fastest lap of the race goes to David Schildhaus with a 54.6. Most laps led Johnny Sauter, 46. Tony Savoy started 24th, finished 5th. Your on-the-move driver. Tough break. Matt Kenseth started 3rd, led the race at some points, and then finished last. I cannot believe we didn't have negative messages there. Just Stuart Friesen giving us some props for our top 5 at Pocono is always nice. Thank you, Mr. Friesen. Well, we get to load up that torn and tattered truck right back on the hauler. Turn around, walk over to Mike Harmon Racing, become friends again. Take the number 48 Chevrolet Camaro off of the hauler and get ready for the Pocono Green 225. I have set the other settings back down to difficulty of hard. I have set the race length to 50%, so it's 50 laps. I have also set the stages to being off, and that's where we stand as we'll go into the 16th race of the Xfinity season. This is basically the halfway mark of our season, and we are currently on points in the playoffs. Anyway, folks, though, that is going to do it for this episode. I do want to take a moment out, as you know I like to do, to say thank you so very much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I appreciate all of your support. And until next time, and of course, as always, you take care.